All right, so let's talk about using the Catalyst method with this knowledge about heart rate training and how you can test better and how we can coach you using this knowledge to get closer to your goals, whatever your goals are. So, just as a quick review, if you're looking at your heart rate zone, we would first establish what your heart rate max is and then prescribe exercise based on what that max is and as a percentage of that max. So, zone one, 50 to 64%. It's just recovery pace. Zone two is primarily for burning fat. Zone three is starting to burn carbohydrate, train for performance, aid circulation, a host of other benefits. Zone four, you're really training yourself to exercise in like an anaerobic state. This is basically where you would go to train for speed. And zone five is like maximal output for very short periods of time. So this helps you with power. All these have a myriad other benefits, but the key is that to get to your specific goals, your prescription is going to be different from mine. And so here's how at Catalyst we make a prescription based on what your goals are and what your heart rate is. We've got a few new tools to help us too. And the first one is metabolic testing. We now use metabolic testing to test exactly where your heart rate zones are and at what intensity are you burning fat, at what intensity are you burning carbohydrate, at what intensity by heart rate are you maxing yourself out. So now we can say, this is zone one for you, this is zone two for you, this is zone three for you, and then we can prescribe exercise based on that. You need really sophisticated, expensive equipment to do this, but we're bringing this into Catalyst so that we can help you get goals faster. The next step is measuring the outcome. So not only do we want to have you exercising optimally to maximize your lifespan and your health span and the benefits that you're getting from being in the gym with us, we also want to measure your body composition. We want to see how much of you is muscle. Are you losing fat while you're gaining muscle? What's your bone density like? How much water are you holding? And we want to see progress. So this Inbody scale that you'll see in our office, it measures the composition of your body to make sure that the outcome of the exercise is exactly what we're trying to create in our workouts. The next thing that we're starting to use is blood testing. And so what we actually want to see are like the individualized results to your nutrition, your supplementation, and your exercise in your blood. And this is about as deep a dive as you can take. In fact, this is the kind of reporting that you really can't even get from your doctor anymore. So we're making this available through blood draws for those people who want them at Catalyst. We can get really specific with this. We can say, here is how your blood lipid profile is changing. Here's where you have like extra cortisol, and that's going to change your exercise and your nutrition prescription, for example, during more stressful periods at work. Or here's a supplement that you could take that would help you manage, this period of stress or this period of darkness during the winter or whatever that is. And taking these deep dives will really allow us to customize and go as deep as you need to optimize your health span. We're not just selling workouts anymore. What we really want to do here is help you live a longer, more fulfilling, happier life in the best possible shape that you can be in to enjoy it. And so while the workout that you see at Catalyst is like, the tip of the spear on our delivery model, everything else leading up to that workout should be considered to make sure that we're actually making the changes that will matter to you in your life. So the stress that we impose, I covered this in the Catalyst model in an earlier video. These are the workouts that we do. And this is a big part of Catalyst, and it's a big part of our history, and it's the fun part. But it's not everything that we do. And so the workouts that we do are multimodal. I want to expose you to as many different things as I can. Kettlebells, running, calisthenics, medicine balls, weightlifting, powerlifting, bodybuilding, cycling, everything that we can think of. We want to form these together in a constantly varied way to keep them fun, but also to give us like a replicable measuring stick. Are you doing better at this workout that we did 3 months ago, or are you not improving? We want them to be functional because I don't want you to have to spend 6 hours a day at the Catalyst. I want to make sure that you're getting the most possible bang for your buck. And so instead of breaking everything down into its tiny points, we want to use exercises that will optimize not just each individual muscle, but also the system as a whole, because the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. and tailored intensity, meaning instead of just going out hard every single day and hoping for the best, you're doing it as hard as you need to be for that day to reach your goals. Intensity is a very broad kit of tools, right? Intensity doesn't mean that you always hammer. Sometimes you need a hammer. Sometimes a hammer is the best tool, but it is not the only tool. We also want to make sure that the results that you get from the perfect workout will translate into the results that you're trying to get over time. And so that means optimizing the compensation phase, what you do right after the gym. So the workout is set up to trigger the result, but the way that you deliver on that result is we optimize your sleep, we optimize your habits, we optimize your mindset, right? The way that you handle stress. We optimize the way that you manage yourself, recovery, and we optimize what you eat and supplement with. So this is basically like how it all comes together with all the different diagnostic tools that we have now to formulate a plan, track your progress, and change the plan over time to give you maximal health span and lifespan.